Easy.
Rhonda.
Oh, hell no.
Morgan & Morgan. The choice is easy. You've seen their faces. You know their names. The people of News Nation are familiar because you've seen them for years. They're here because they believe in the spirit of News Nation. News for All America isn't a slogan. It's a promise. A network dedicated to you. News at its best with respect for all Americans. News Nation. News for all America.
A community on edge after a hidden camera is found in an Alhambra neighborhood following an attempted burglary. Good afternoon. This is the KTLA 5 News at 4. I'm Lauren Lister.
Hi, everyone. I'm Sandra Mitchell. Samantha Cortese has the day off. Police say camouflage cameras are being used to help these burglars break into homes.
And this is not the only neighborhood where cameras have recently been found. KTLA's Mary Beth McDade live in Alhambra with more. Hi, MB.
Hello there, and yes, police tell us that a few hours after someone tried to break into a home here on Primrose Avenue, a neighbor found a camera hidden in those bushes over there that was pointed at the victim's house. This camouflage camera was found hidden in an Alhambra resident's bushes.
The lighter green one?
Yeah, that one right there, and it was right there in the bottom, embedded in the bottom.
How did you find it?
I was watering the bushes, and it was just like sticking out a little.
The homeowner, who didn't want to be identified, says it was covered in leaves and pointed at the house across the street from hers in the 1900 block of South Primrose Avenue.
But it's scary still.
She's frightened after finding the device. So too are other residents on her block.
I'm just so blown away with this. I mean, I see this on the news, but I just can't imagine here on my block. I feel like this is a very safe neighborhood. I just can't even imagine that.
Police say not only did the victims have a camera pointed at their house, but someone tried to break into their home on Monday afternoon. Their alarm company apparently notified them of an attempt to open the kitchen window.
It's scary, you know what I mean? You break in your house, who knows what they'll do to you.
Alhambra police tell us these camouflage cameras are a tactic being used in residential burglaries. The hidden cameras allow thieves to gather information about homeowners' daily routines so they can burglarize their homes.
This person that lives across the street from me has all bushes. They could plant something there and, you know, and check to see when you leave, when you come home, or when you're gone, and that's how you get robbed.
Hidden cameras have also recently been found in homes in Garden Grove, Glendale, Chino Hills, Calabasas, as well as in several other communities around the Southland. Glendale police arrested 4 Colombian nationals in connection to a camera, and they tell us the suspects were part of a burglary tourism ring from South America. And police want to remind people to regularly check their landscaping for any sort of hidden cameras. For now, reporting live here in Alhambra, Mary Beth McDade. We'll send it back to you guys in the studio.
All right, MB, thank you. Police in Irvine say they have arrested a man who was posing as a food delivery person to break into homes in Orange County. Irvine police say Marcus Allen Cornerwald would carry a food bag while knocking on doors and looking into windows. He was allegedly confronted by a homeowner while trying to remove a window screen, and video captured the suspect inside one of the homes. Police say they have connected Corner to at least 4 cases.
A tip came in from a resident from another city who said, hey, that guy burglarized my house, but I didn't report it. They reported it to their agency. One thing kind of led to another, collaboration between law enforcement, and we were able to identify him and then arrest him yesterday.
Corner has been booked on burglary charges. Investigators are asking for other potential victims to come forward.
The body of a fallen firefighter who died in the line of duty arrived at Forest Lawn Covina Hills Cemetery today. That's where he will be laid to rest. A procession transported 52-year-old Andrew Pontius from the medical examiner's office in Boyle Heights. LA County Fire, LA City Fire, and firefighters from other cities all took part in the procession. Pontius died Friday while battling a fire that engulfed a massive front loader at a cement quarry in Palmdale. It's unclear what started the fire that led to that deadly explosion.
And the search is on for a driver who stabbed a man during an apparent road rage confrontation. This happened in Lenox after the suspect rear-ended the victim at the intersection of 111th Street and Larch Avenue. That was yesterday. Investigators say that's when a fight started and the victim was stabbed. The suspect left the scene. The victim got back into his car and drove off to call 911. When the deputies arrived, they found the man stabbed in the torso, and he died on the way to the hospital.
Now at 4, a horrifying traffic collision in Santa Clarita. A horse is killed and another euthanized after being struck by a car Monday night. A mother and her daughter were among 7 people riding horses when the violent crash happened on Iron Canyon Road.
And that mother suffered serious injuries. KTLA's Kimberly Chang joining us live from Santa Clarita, where she spoke with one of those victims. Kimberly.
Hi, I spoke with the victim earlier today. She tells me she's still in the hospital awaiting a second surgery for her injury. Now, she tells me that there were teenagers with her on this trail ride, and while she's glad that they weren't seriously hurt, she's heartbroken that they had to witness 2 horses being killed. Marcella DeVivo, her 14-year-old daughter, and their friends were trail riding with a group of 6 horses Monday in the Santa Clarita Valley. She says they crossed near Iron Canyon and Sand Canyon roads to get home.
The last 2 horses are older and slow, so they were still on the road, and then I noticed the car was accelerating and going faster and faster. And I started screaming at them to hurry, hurry, get out of the road. I stayed in the middle waving and waving at the guy, like, slow down, or at the car, and he never did slow down. He hit us, and I went flying.
DeVivo was rushed to a hospital with a broken knee. Her daughter Isabel was also struck, but is okay.
He was going fast enough to kill the horse on impact.
I heard just the commotion, the horses running, the kids running. The car finally stopped. It was completely totaled. And I just looked over, and I could see my horse laying on her back. She was dead.
Her horse, Norma Jean, died immediately. Isabel's horse husband was euthanized due to his broken front legs.
It feels like if I'd lost a family member, the horses could still be alive. My mom wouldn't be in the hospital. If people just slowed down and paid attention.
The driver of the Nissan sedan remained on scene. The LA County Sheriff's Department is investigating. A cause hasn't been determined, but DeVivo claims he was speeding.
He was probably going 70 miles per hour. 60 to 70 plus. You don't not see 6 horses and speed up to them without stopping or swerving. It was dusk, it was getting dark, but there was still a lot of light out. I saw him perfectly.
She and her family want drivers to be more aware when traveling through residential neighborhoods.
It's not the local residents that is the issue here. It's the outsiders that come barreling through.
It is a highly equestrian community. There's signs all over that street that show horses. You see horses out almost every day, and most of us have to cross the street at least once, depending on where we live. So I do want to tell people to please slow down.
DeVivo says her husband requested that the driver be tested for DUI, but the responding deputies would not. According to a Sheriff's Department spokesperson, anytime there's a traffic collision, a deputy does an assessment to see if a field sobriety test is warranted. It's up to the deputy's discretion. Now, this case is still being investigated. Reporting in Santa Clarita Valley, Kimberly Chang, KTLA 5 News.
All right, Kimberly, thank you. There is more still to come on the KTLA 5 News at 4.
Including the 19-story homeless housing complex now open in downtown LA's Skid Row. Details on the new residential tower.
Also ahead, the nation honors Juneteenth today, commemorating the end of slavery here in the U.S. We've got a look at some of the events happening around LA.